So I did a roller, but I've got one there, Mr. Green. I did that last night. So we got Mr. Green. All done. Fairy funeral, that's what I'm doing tonight, so I better get started, because as I say, this will probably take me about 2 hours. This could be a long one. So I'll swap that. I'll get you out the way, Mr. Green. You can be doing there just now. Shove that over there. I'll need that. I need that. Probably need the knife. So I'm having to stream later because I'm back at work. So, and I'm biking, I'm cycling to work. So it makes it a later stream. Because I don't get finished till 5:30, and it takes me, the time I get ready and bike out here, 4.5 miles. Yeah, 4.5 miles, so what's that, roughly? 4.5 miles. That's 3. It's about 6 kilometres, 7 kilometres. But it's in mountainous region, well not mountains, hilly region, so I'm up and then down, and then of course I'm up and then down coming back. So it takes time, and I'm just starting. That's me been biking now for just over a month. So because I was biking, I was tired and I couldn't get streaming as much as I was wanting to, because my legs were like jelly. Right, Mr. Fairy Funeral, let's get on with you. So yeah, I'm starting to get used to it now. I'm not saying my legs aren't still like jelly, but they're getting better. For sure. Maybe got a bit there for the F. Right, and but I'm starting to enjoy it, I must admit. When I walk to work, walking takes me an hour and 20 minutes. Where biking takes me, just now it's taking me, roughly, it was taking me about half an hour, but now I'm down to just over 20 minutes. So I'm getting used to it. Still tiring, right enough. And I got a big pin in my leg. I broke my leg ages ago. So my leg was sore, so my leg is sore, it's still sore. Right, I'm a wee bit shy in that F. I need to come out a bit there. Yeah, it's a solid leg workout. As I was saying there, especially when you get a metal pin in one of them. I've got a metal pin in my right leg, and it goes from my knee all the way down to my ankle. So I can't run on it because of the shock that goes up through my leg. But I'm slowly but surely getting used to biking on it. So I need to watch what I'm doing there with that. I need to watch what I'm doing with that F. I need to get that U in there. Let's put that down there. But yeah, I'm back working. Back working. Seasonal stuff. When you live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that's near enough 20 mil. That'll do it. So how have you been? You been alright? You been up to anything? I hope things are good for you. What about that? Back up again. I need to watch this, the U. Yeah. Doing a bit of swimming as well. See, we're all getting active. Or trying to anyway. Go that way. Go that way with the U. That's good. I'll take that back down again actually. I don't want to go up that high. Cut that. Maybe cut that in there somewhere. Or does that look stupid? Right, shove that out the way. I need to turn this round. I don't know if you can see that side there as well. You can. Okay. Doesn't look that bad. I don't know about that bit there. I might change that bit, but I'll keep it just now. See, I've usually got a lot more people on, but because I'm streaming later, I usually start about an hour earlier. So I usually get a lot more UK crowd in. But it is still early, so. Do I want to do it? No, I can't do that. I can do it like that. Right, I'll go kind of that way like that. But yeah, getting affiliated was awesome. Yeah, that's right. I get affiliated in April. The day I started back work. Which is typical, isn't it? So I started back on the first weekend in April. So, and I think a day before that I managed to get affiliated. Not that I'm complaining. I just think it was funny. Getting used to doing a lot of streaming, and then boom, I wasn't doing a lot of streaming. I don't know about that end. Don't want to go that way. I'll take it that way. But I'm trying to get back to it. Get back into about streaming. It was brilliant timing. As I said, I think. Well, you were there. You were there one of those streams I did, and it was. I think I had 14 viewers. I don't like that. As I say, because of the time change, everything's changed. That suck it up and get on there. Turn it up. Right, and then just want to do a 20mm. Do something simple here. Just 20mm that as well. Not do anything too fancy. No, it doesn't look too bad. Kicking that wee end there. Now can I go against that? Might do. Might kick it again, because I've got to get the E on there now. I do a curved E. If I do a curved E, I could do a more straight. Yeah, why not? Do a curved E. Get a wee curved E in there. And then do a more straighter A. Oh, that's. Missed that by a mile there, that. Don't want to go too massive on the E. Take that bit in a bit. Elongate that out a wee touch. And say this was one of the first guys to give me a subscription on YouTube, and first to ever comment as well. It doesn't look too bad. So I finally thought, well, I better get his name done. I'm not too happy about that. I'll do the now. Hey, what have I got next? I've got an R. I need to make sure. The way do I want to do the R? Do I want to go that way? I might keep the R. Cut the R in about there. I can hear the cuckoos again. Cuckoos are out. It's not just me, I'm not cuckoo. Well, I am, but right, I think I need to take that. I think I made that too big, the R. Let's bring that in a bit. Need to turn it around. I need to turn that R around. I've either made it too big or not big enough, not round enough. See, I'm not going to do anything too fancy on this name because it's a big name. and I'll end up putting too much thought into it and I'll never get it done. Sorry, my head's in the way, I don't know. No, it doesn't look too bad. Curve that in there a wee bit. A wee bit curvy. I'll have a look at that bit in a minute. Oh, you hear the cuckoo? Right, so what have we got next? I've got the A. I've got the A. I'm going to kick that leg out a bit more so I can catch the A on it. And if you are just joining me, folks, I'm just drawing a name for cutting out. I'm not going to cut it out tonight. I just want to get it ready. So I'm doing Fairy Funeral. It's going to be a double barrel name. Name on the top. So Funeral on the bottom, Fairy, and then Fairy on the top. I might do that a bit bigger here. Maybe something. So it's kind of in an old-fashioned graffiti, because I'm an old-fashioned guy. This is the kind of graffiti I used to do when I was a teenager, before I got to jail. So I managed to get arrested for doing this. Because apparently you're not supposed to be spraying it on people's walls. It wasn't somebody, it was a factory. It was a factory wall I was doing it on. So apparently I wasn't allowed to do that. So I got the night in the jail for doing this stuff. I spent a Friday night in the jail. And I get charged for... What did I get charged with? Mischievous vandalism. Now, whatever the hell mischievous vandalism is, because it was pre-planned, I wasn't like mischievously. Do I like that? Can I do... So yeah, I get a night in the jail for that. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'll just take that right over and just join that up. That doesn't look too bad, because then I can get the L on the tail of this. As I say, the graffiti that I did was a lot more complex than that. That's just basic stuff. This stuff is just basic. I don't want to make it too complicated because I won't be able to cut it out. If you see all that new fancy kind of morphed graffiti, I wouldn't be able to cut it out. So I want to do the L, I want to go similar to that, maybe do and how am I going to take that L? I'll take it up the way. No, I think I'll make it. No, that's not too bad. Oh, it's 20. Let me join that back in a wee bit more. Give it a wee bit more support on the A. Take a look from the other angle. You just take that right in. Just do it like that. It doesn't look too bad. Not too bad at all. Fairy funeral. Just sharpen that pencil up a wee bit. Right, that. I'm going to do a wee bit. Fatten that F out a wee bit. So that's the funeral part done. I've just got to do the fairy. So the eye will be right above that guy. Then I'll do the A and the F, R and the Y. That doesn't look like I've got many tonight at all, too. That's all good. Right, get the eye. So I'm going to do a wee kind of middle of that. And I need to bump. No, I don't want to bump it on that. Bump it about there somewhere. Take it in a bit there. You see, I generally do these at 20mm. So just over 3/4 of an inch. The lettering width. I need to watch because I'm having to join everything here, so I need to remember and join. So I've got the R to come off of that, so I need to watch how big I do that bit. Ten. I'm just going to do a basic eye at the moment. then I can adjust the eye if I think so. I think it needs it. Oh, and a bit there. And a bit there. So as I say, a basic eye. Eye. Maybe not take the edge off that. Right, and another. Might reduce that in. My bird's calling me something, it's calling me cuckoo. It's not going that way with that one. It's a bit steep, too steep. Yeah, I hear you. I made that too big. Need to bring that back in again. It's far too big. Hey, Cushy, how you doing? Yeah, do I want to put that on top of that leg? I don't really want to. Cushy in the house. Maybe something like that. Maybe not as tight as that. I could get away with rubbing that bit out. To there. And then I could bring that one out. Oh, further. Yeah. I was just trying to, because I'm having to bump it up against that R. I wasn't wanting to make it too big. The outer's too big, did you say? The outer's too small, yeah. The outer one was too small. It was just a guideline. I've got to get a guideline in. I've got to get a guide. I might actually. I'm still not happy with that. It just looks too straight. That might look a bit better. So see that eye? I've got to do the eye on top of the E because it's just the way the lettering is. Fairy Funeral, so it's 5 at the top and 7 at the bottom. So I've got to join that eye in there. So I had to start just as a basic. So I might kick that like that. This is just a kind of a guide. Just how I did your name, Cushy, because your name's the exact same. You're a 5 and a 7. No, you're a 5 and a 6. No, I don't like that where it is. So I might do a wee elongated one on. Nah, looks stupid. I'll leave that for now. I can always adjust that to suit. Might just leave that like that. I'll leave that there. Just like that. And I'll come back to doing maybe something on the eye. Just change it up a bit. That doesn't look too bad. Not too bad so far. Right, I've got a Y. Why? Because I have. Got a Y this side and A and F that side. So how am I going to do that? I'll need to turn it the other way around about, I think. Absolute start further down there, I think, than am I. Take that one a bit shorter. Cuckoo! I hear you, Mr. Cuckoo. I do. Want to go? Yeah, maybe go a bit. Got a bit of a different angle on that. A bit more. An angle. That's a bit there. 20mm. As I was saying earlier, I'm not cutting this one out either. I'm just drawing. Because I get tons of names to get done, and I think I'll just do them in a big massive cut out session. And I might do that offline, just because of the noise factor. I don't like that. You need to come down. About there. No, I don't like that at all, actually. How did I do your one, Cushy? How did I do your one? I did. Yeah, I put an extra. Yeah, I put yours away up that lot. A lot closer in, and then a lot a lot tighter up. I'm not liking that at all. Why am I not liking it? I think I disregarded 20mm in that one. I think I need to do. No, I can't do it that way. That just looks stupid. Right, that's not bad. That looks better. I don't know why I didn't draw it that way at the start there. That's just a bit. Go flatter and then down. Something up there, and I'll give this a wee kick at the bottom. Can I go like that? Just try to get a different perspective on it. See. Take it on top of that A. That'll help stabilise it. I think it'll do now. Should probably take it more at an angle. say that'll do the now. I don't... Get plenty of time. I'm not going to cut it out the now anyway, so. Take that a wee bit. Right, Irie. I've got an A. I need to do an A on this side. Let me have a wee look at some A's. Just a normal A. Maybe just a normal A. A normal A for just now anyway. Yeah, I don't mind that floating. Or do I mind that floating? Decisions, oh my. Give that a wee bit of fatter leg on that side. I've just now catches on the end. Where am I going with that? Does catch you on the end. I've got it catching. It's not an E that I normally do. Well, that doesn't matter. The thing is, how am I joining the F on it? How am I going to join the F? I need to join the F up here. Onto that bit. I swear to God I can see the lights flickering. No, I can't do that. That's just silly. Do something like that. Right, I don't mind that side. I don't mind that. I don't mind that either as well. Evening, Chris. Sorry if I missed you there. I've got something to show you. If you're still there, you still there, mate? I'll show you in a minute when I think I'm done with that for the now anyway. So Fairy Funeral. I think that doesn't look too bad. It's quite hard to try and get all this all matched in. See, that'll do me for a first draft. I'm not 100% sure on that, but looks good. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad, that's the main thing.